All right. These guys, 98.7. Let's do a side one. Okay, well, that one's a little high. Okay, well, the middle one's the one that matters. 98.9. We're good to go. Got my trusty thermos. It's probably because the hat is clogging the heat in. What's going on, everybody? I'm still alive. He's super sick. He may not be here today. Yeah. I got everything that they told me to keep on me at all times, except for the meds, which have already been pumped through me like an hour ago. So I do sound dead. I'm sorry. I can't talk too loud because then it's going to make my lungs want to inflate more, which is going to make me want to cough, which is probably what needs to happen. But I hate it because, doing a live show, that's not good entertainment. But I figure it's been like 2-3 weeks. Who knows? I kind of fell off with YouTube and just trying to get back into the swing. I figured, why not? I'm home. I'm competing against Harry Tornado, who's live right now. So I figured I'd steal his 3 people that weren't watching his show and just say howdy and see what's been going on in the world of reselling and or life. First one here, Hot Wheels Collector. What's going on? I didn't want to see. Like, I missed you. I do sound dead. What's going on, y'all? So, yeah, for everybody that's here now, I guess I'll give you the QuickBooks version of what has transpired in the last 7 days, because it's been pretty fun. And I don't know if fun's the right word, but so Saturday, I was fine all day, no issues, no problems, doing regular stuff. Around 8 o'clock that night, I started just feeling warm. And around 9 o'clock, I had already sweated through an entire t-shirt just sitting. And I was like, this is usually takes at least 2 hours to go through a t-shirt sweating. So something's wrong. Hit the thermometer, said 103.4. And from that moment, for the next 5 days, it never really dropped below 103. And we just kept doing the whole at-home treatment of Motrin, Tylenol back and forth, and body aches, headache, ear aches, every ache, chills, literally just sweating buckets nonstop. I could not stop sweating. Stacy's making me pound all this freaking liquid. And after on the 5th day, it was like 3 a.m. I still hadn't slept because I can't sleep because my head's pounding. I'm sweating too much. And honestly, my heartbeat's going really crazy because my temperature won't go down. Stacy's like, look, we both know you're too stupid to go to the ER. So I'm going to get up and you're going to go. And she's right. I wasn't going to go, but I'm glad that she dragged me there, because when we got there, I didn't find this out till the day I was getting discharged yesterday, but I arrived in a state called sepsis, which basically means she's going to say she didn't say that. Yes, she did. Well, she added if I get up and put my bra on, you're going to the ER. And she didn't say it like that either, but that's funnier. Anyway, basically what it was is my body is fighting this virus that it doesn't know what it is. And it's putting up a hell of a fight, in my opinion. But in all reality, it wasn't. And I was in liver and kidney failure when I arrived at the ER. So that was fun. So yeah, lots and lots of things poked and prodded inside of me. And they did probably 20 vials of blood. I passed every freaking virus test that they have, negative for everything. So then they called in the infectious disease doctors who then took more freaking blood from me. That's, I mean, I'm already pale, so that's why I'm paler. Um, and they were testing for like foreign viruses like typhoid, and I have a list in there. I can't read half the stuff. All that tested negative anyway. So they decided to just release me as febrile illness, meaning we don't know what it is, but we feel like we're going to give you these antibiotics and these steroids, and you go home and take them. And as long as your fever doesn't come back and symptoms return, then we got you. And if they do come back, then you got to come right back to us, and we got to start this all over again. So constantly checking my temperature. I've probably had 5 of these today. And so we're good. The only thing right now is just I learned that I only breathe with the top part of my lungs, which is, I don't even know how you do that. So I'm now working on learning how to open my entire lung capacity instead of being a shallow breather, which honestly, I have no idea how that's even possible, because even with powerlifting, you have to get to those lower, you got to fill those lower lungs so you can brace for squats, deadlifts, and bench. So I don't know. I guess I've always just shallow breathed. I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't like running, because I can't breathe. But anyway, that's it. I'm out. I'm on the meds. I'm doing everything they're saying. And yeah, hospitals still suck. That's only my first time in a hospital as an adult. I don't go to hospitals ever. Literally, I have to be dying to go. I just don't do it. So I'm back. I'm good. What's up, Rob? Yeah, I know, sir. I know. Yeah. Hey, this is the best part. They gave me one, and then I put it down, and they thought they didn't give me one, so they brought me another one. So now I have 2. So for all the blood they took, I got 2 plastic cups that don't fit in cup holders. Hey, that was the only statement that I could make when I first walked into the ER, because I didn't want Stacy to bring the kids in, so I just went in by myself. And they're like, "Well, what's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Look at me. I can't breathe, and rectal thermometers are more accurate." Hey, Pops. Yeah, I know. I've always looked pale, though. But look, I got my water and I got my thermometer, and I just took my my second dose of antibiotics. So tons of them, tons and tons. They just kept bringing them, but I felt like it was like they were torturing me, because I have IVs in both elbow joints, and then I got a butterfly IV in my arm, and then I got all these little EKG things stuck to me that keep friggin' sweating off, that they have to keep applying. And so I have all this stuff, and if I have to go use the bathroom because of all these ice chips and water and liquid that they're pouring through me, I have to gather all of this stuff and then somehow waddle to the bathroom and then not dump it all in the toilet. So the hospital is like a cruel, cruel place to go get better or worse. And one of the nurses finally explained to me, "You don't sleep in a hospital." Because I was like, "Dude, how does anyone sleep in here? You guys come in like every hour and a half to poke me, or to get me something, or to make me move into a situation or a position." And they're like, "You don't sleep in a hospital." I'm like, "Oh, stupid me." Hey, I caught myself. Oh yeah, the sweating was so gross. It was so gross. I do look like Florida Stanley, I do declare. But yeah, so during all of that, so I can throw some kind of reselling into this, um, Stacy was going to the storage unit and pulling orders, and then coming home, and then she would pack everything, and then she would FaceTime me, and I would walk her through the shipping on eBay and knocking it out. So we didn't really have a slowdown on our end as far as the business, which is really awesome. She she really stepped up, and yeah, it was awesome. She took pictures and she sent me pictures, so I had stuff to do because I wasn't sleeping. I'm just sitting there. I might as well work. But yeah, she really stepped up. She basically learned how to do everything now, just out of pure force, like by being forced to have to do it to get the orders out. She got the reseller boxes. Um, we had sold 2 reseller boxes. She got all that stuff ready and set up. So yeah, it's been super awesome. Again, like people that have actual partners in their reselling business that help and contribute and don't just support. They're just like they're there. Makes all the difference because where my brain was like I hadn't even thought about reselling, eBay, bills, any of that. I was like, who cares? I'm gonna die. Sorry to say that, Stacy. um, so it wasn't, eBay was not in my mind. And I mean, I'm sitting there looking at it and I see like, oh, 37, 38, 39. I got all this stuff that has to go out, but she knocked it out. Yeah, she might. Maybe she will do the corny package picture tomorrow. Yeah, man, that's the plan. The plan's to try not to do that. That's, I gotta, next time we're not going to wait 5 days of 103. Probably just go, after like 2. But couldn't figure it out. And then I had swine flu and no cure. Either bought her will fight her or not. Swine flu. Yeah, I think they tested me for that as well. Yeah, it's literally the infectious disease doctor. When I was talking to him, he said something that I like had to quote because I was like, all right, it's because it sounded like something out of Jurassic Park, which I love. He said, of course, I'm not going to find it right off the bat. Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. All right, I'll look for it. But basically, there's some Jurassic Park type stuff, and it ended with him saying that. Summarize. In all moments of our life, we are surrounded by unestimated amounts of bacteria, viruses, organisms. Some of them pass into our body. Our body immediately knows how to react and take care of them. And then there are some that are here to announce to the world that they have arrived. And so basically, whatever I have has announced itself to the world to arrive. And I was just like, whoa, calm down, buddy. Life finds a way. I get it. But yeah, that's kind of scary when somebody just tells you like, hey, we don't know what you got, but it has welcomed itself and announced itself to the world. What's up, Roland? Dude, don't say that, please, because Stacy's already said that. I've already thought that. Like, but I tried to do the timeline. Like, I got sick on Saturday. We went to the bins on Tuesday. That's way too far for like if it was a bacteria or a virus, isn't it like 48, 72 hours? But I could be wrong. I don't want to think it could ever be the bins. But I am probably going to start being that guy with the little sanitizer belt loop thingy. I don't know if I can do gloves, mask or anything like that, but yeah, see, that's the other thing. Like, I'm like, oh, great. How am I gonna post that I'm selling reseller boxes? People are like, I don't want to buy anything from this guy. He doesn't even know what he has. So I'm kind of staying away from it for right now. They didn't tell me I was contagious. They just told me to wash my hands and that they didn't even tell me like I need to wear a mask or anything. So, which is odd, but For the most part, I do. Um, but yeah, they weren't worried about contagious because they knew we have kids in the house, and before they let us out, like we asked a million questions because I was like, look, trust me, I don't want to be here, but I also don't want to go home if this is going to potentially pass along to anyone else because I feel like I'm the big strong ox in this house, even though we all know it's Stacy. Um, I don't want any of these kids to feel like this. This sucks. And they were just like, no, you haven't had fever in 24 hours and you have lots of antibiotics and steroids pumping through you, plus the ones you're going to go pick up right now. So you'll be fine. Just so that's what we're doing. And I got eBay. I got on today, did a bunch of stuff on eBay, kind of started working again, moving some old listings and just kind of get back into the fuzz of things because tomorrow's Monday and the world will not stop without you. Yeah, that's the other thing. We're also monitoring the kids and none of them have symptoms. Yeah, that's what I figured. They wouldn't have sent me home if we were contagious or had a fever. Yeah. Oh, look at that, Stacy. We already got an out. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus is going to buy all my inventory if I die. Appreciate it, bro. I'll make sure I cough in the last box. Just a little bag. It says from Chris. No. No. This stuff sucks, man. I got people in this chat that know we've lost people from various plights over the last few years, and a few of them have been viruses, just literal viruses. Um, so just another reminder in life that you are very, very, very insignificant and fragile. And then now that we're home, we're slowly gonna turn the train back on and get the. I mean, it's still been on thanks to Stacy, but we're gonna maybe put it in second gear and see if we can get some traction back because we got a new month. Kind of ended the last month a little off because of everything. But what I did is by day 2, I realized that this wasn't going to be a short illness, so I moved all handling time on our eBay store to 3 days because I figured worst case, if I'm in bed for 3 days or 5 days, we can do it later. And extreme case, I get put in the hospital, then that'll give Stacy enough time to figure out how to pack this stuff or to find one of our friends as a local eBayer and have them come help. But we made it work, doing it. Is that the Joe Rogan IV that he took? I definitely was Googling the hell out of that while I was in the hospital. I'm not going to lie to you. If that's what you're talking about. Because well, I don't know if you guys know, but when I was younger, I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. So because I have GBS, I'm ineligible to take flu vaccine and COVID vaccine. Oh yeah, I would have never guessed Bad Religion. You know how I feel about that band, sir. Calm down. So I can't take either of those vaccines because it can trigger my GBS. But nobody's saying you didn't have it under control. Read up and read the comments. Everybody's saying you're the best. Marcus just said he'd buy all our inventory if I die. So make sure you give him a good deal. Marcus, that 1,100 items you got, have you got that all listed? Or you still have like a pretty good, I don't money pile, profit pile? Oh, I'm just gonna We'll check in there. Yeah, see, we're good. Oh, I'm gonna take the hat off. Oh, there you go. That's because of the hat. Nice. That's awesome, man. You've really just stuck to it, man. I'm watching. I'm watching it work. It'll be a real cool. This is where I was last year. This is where I am at the same time this year, and it's just showing that putting in the work is where you get the growth. Which, again, what we've said a million times about this industry of ours is it's not. There is no overnight get rich quick scheme. It's literally putting in the work, and I've been watching you working, man. It's awesome. We ain't gonna start that. That's the other thing I do. I talk to myself. I just tell myself we're not gonna cough. We're not gonna feel bad. Yep, just got to put in the work, which is what I hope to get back to tomorrow. No, I'm not gonna wake up and go run to the bins. But we still have some stuff that we can list, and probably going to do another reseller box of just some of our items that we haven't listed yet, but we've separated from one of our bins hauls, and do that just to get some quick cash in, and hopefully maybe I'll send Stacy to the bins like Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, just by herself. So probably won't be a video Wednesday. Again, like making videos and that stuff is so far on the back of my mind right now. Right now, it's just doing the minimum to keep the business going, and then I really think that Stacy can go to the bins by herself. She doesn't need me. So we'll see if that becomes something that we can start doing now, where I go once a week and then she goes by herself another time. So we got two times a week, but I only have to go once. But yeah, goal for next week is literally just the bare minimum to keep everything on track to start the new month and continue taking these massive amounts of meds. And then I think I have a follow-up appointment next week. So I'll be doing that. And then my breathing practices of learning to use my whole lungs, which I always thought I did. Like when you're in a pool and you're going to go underwater, don't you always go and you go? Well, apparently when I go, I'm not going all the way. So maybe if I start learning how to do this, I'll get stronger because I'll have a better brace for my lifts. So that's what I'm trying to look at, the positive of it. The only problem is I guess most of my shallow breathing, and the reason why I couldn't keep this infection down is because it was when I was laying in bed trying to sleep. And if I'm asleep, I can't control how I breathe, but apparently it's very shallow. So I'm propping myself up, which is not fun. I don't like sleeping like that. And yeah, but this is probably the 10th or 12th thing in life that's tried to kill me. And I'm still here for now. What do you guys got planned for the week? Who's sourcing? What are you sourcing? What are you looking at as we're going into, well, we're in June. So we are in the fun summer months. You stay in the course and selling what you've been selling? Are you trying to go out and find like summer categories? I know people like to jump on like shorts and bathing suits and flip-flops and all that stuff right now. I know Dana's crushing it with online arbitrage. I see those texts coming through the the Reselling Avengers. By the way, that's trademarked. That's our little thing. That's a little group we got. What's going on, Junk Monkey? I know I was competing against Harry Tornado, so I was like, maybe I'll get a few people to come on, but just wanted to let everybody know I am alive. I would decide exactly what it is you like to sell and try and go for that. Because you can make money on anything at the bins. It's just if you aren't into the idea of digging for stuff that you're not really knowledgeable about or into, you're going to get overwhelmed. Like we like shoes and jeans, so we literally are lasered in on shoes and jeans. I don't I don't mess around with like toys or anything like that unless it's for footage for the video, or if I see like lightsabers. Like I always pick up lightsabers because I literally always sell them. The ones from our last video already sold. Lightsabers are just something that will always sell. You're not going to make a ton of money, but I think we sold both of them for $29.99 each. So we paid less than $1. So you do make money. It's just not that big crazy money everybody wants to talk or hear about. But that's not the money that's keeping their lights on anyway. That's people just show you the home runs on social media, but it's the singles and doubles that are what pay the bills. So I would find what it is that you enjoy, whether that be footwear, toys, clothing. And then from clothing, I would break it down. Do you like men's clothing, women's clothing? And go for that. But clothing is going to be your most opportune item to source in large scale at the bins. So maybe start there, but just know that shoes is going to be where everybody is going to be the meanest. So I would avoid that if you don't like confrontation, because the shoe people are crazy. Working on death pile, cleaning out office, working on my day job, playing reach course, hanging on real estate. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's too much. That's awesome. That's awesome, man, that you have all that going on. Real estate course, that's cool. Yeah, I saw WBK used to sell pine cones on eBay. He used to sell some crazy stuff just to show people that you can literally sell anything. I want to say he was the first person to sell Taco Bell hot sauce on eBay like 14 years ago. And he made a video about it. So there's like a timestamp of him showing people that people will buy anything. Like he just went in and got a bag of it and he took a real cool picture. And yeah, you can literally sell anything. Listing as much as possible. I'm going to go on the bins. What was my train of thought? Oh, so while I was in the hospital, we got the acceptance email from Whatnot. So I'm supposed to have an onboard call with them next week, and we're going to see about what that's going to look like. I think, obviously not this person, but I think regular me would be a good entertainer for something like that. Not necessarily a good salesman, but I think that Whatnot is kind of, if you're entertaining or not a box of glue, you can build a following, and I think that I should be able to do that. I've got some ideas on doing every Whatnot as a different character. I've got my country biscuit guy, I've got my British guy, my Australian guy. There's certain ones you can't do anymore. But I'm thinking about doing it to where it's entertaining, to where whatever I sell, who cares? If I make $1, great. But just entertainment. Also, we have the availability to so much inventory so cheap that we're kind of like in the Chris Daily Refinement section of Whatnot, where we could do a 200 piece auction and our buy cost is $1 or less per item. So if it sells for $3, we still just doubled our money. So it's going to be interesting to see what that's going to turn into. But I think that I'll be a good character is what I'm going to be describing it as. What the heck just happened? Sorry about that. It just kicked me out. Um, yeah. Anyway, so we got that in the works. Again, it's pushed off for now, and their support, their customer support is pretty awesome. I just kind of let them know, like, hey, I am super excited, but this is happening right now. And there's like, hey, take, you know, we'll stretch this out and do it next week, get better. So um, I am liking the interaction with the support team so far. It's been very, very easy process. Am I back? Can you guys see me? Somebody let me know. I'm gonna do a whole temperature. Why you guys let me know? 97. I'm good. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me now? There. Maybe that was a problem the whole time. The microphone's been off. Hopefully not the whole show. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't think this was going to be a long live. Just wanted to jump on, say hi. I'm alive. Thank you for everybody that messaged, and sorry I didn't respond to everybody. There's a lot going on. Lots of blood and lots of stabs and jabs and all kinds of fun. You should definitely try it if you've never done it. Just get really sick and go to the ER. They got a bunch of cool new toys that they'll use on you, and yes, actually, that's magic, man. Oh, oh. So my buddy in Laredo has a tattoo shop. I got a lot of buddies everywhere, tattoo shops, and he had him in the shop as a guest, and I couldn't make it, and so I was like, Gabe, can you please have Magic sign something to me? And so he signed that picture, which is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, because he's asking for his pork chop, and he mailed it to me, and it was so awesome. Yeah, I love it. Stacy and I binge watched American Me and Blood Out back to back, and I was walking around Houston a little different for the next like 3 days after that, just mean mugging people. But yeah, that's magic, man. I love it. Oh, your buddy was in. That's awesome. I love all those kind of like, I don't know why they call them B-rate, because didn't look B-rate to me the way it was shot, but those type of like cult classic movies are so good. Like I ran a poll on on my YouTube and was like, who's ever seen Blood in Blood Out? What's your favorite, Blood in Blood Out or American Me? Or option C was never heard of either. And I think like 77% selected never heard of either. And it like really got to me. And I don't know why. It just bummed me out that many people haven't seen either one of those movies, because I think they're both very good. That's awesome. Gil Monty. Nice. Yeah, it's funny in movies you see a bunch of prop tattoos and then people in real life get those real. They really get those. Yeah, well, see, people are going to watch that because Robert Duvall and Sean Penn. Like, Stacy said she blocked all of those people. They said they've never seen either one of those movies. Yeah, Cops with Roger Duvall and Sean Penn. Those two names alone will get you to at least rent the thing. Back when they used to do rentals, but there's like no big names in either one of these movies. I mean, nice. That's awesome. That's sick. Stacy, I'm gonna ask that they send a picture of their back tattoo to our Instagram, just so you know. So when you see it come in, I asked for it. Yeah, man, that's good stuff. I love all that. And if you go towards San Antonio's got a lot of that style culture. I know. Like East Los Angeles still has lots of that culture, but a lot of the tattoo conventions in Southern Texas, they really go all out, and they usually try and bring some of these people from the movies to the conventions. Like I saw okay, he wrote the freaking thing, and yes, but he's ugly. That's why nobody knows who he is. um, oh man, hey, at least you got started with it. There's if he's not able to finish it, maybe get his blessing or his referral to who he wants to finish his piece. Um, Either way, that's awesome. Selena's dead. What's up, Bubba? You guys ever want to know who does most of mine and Stacy's tattoos? That's him right there. Doomsday in San Antonio. His real name's not Bubba, but that's what everybody knows him as. So there you go. Doomsday, San Antonio. Oh man, I would do everything in my power to make that happen, especially if he's already been sick. So um, I would move that up on my bucket list a few. I mean, that's what I would do if you want him to get the whole thing finished. But that's so awesome that you had that opportunity. And you said his name's Gil Monty. I'm going to check him out once I get off the live. That's so cool. Bubba, I'm alive. Yeah. My week's not really been that good, so I don't really have much to talk about, guys. I'm sorry. So I'll cut it short and let you guys get on with your evenings. I just wanted to say thanks again, everybody that reached out. Sorry I didn't respond. I am alive. I'm at home, following doctor's orders, doing everything I'm supposed to do. Hey man, I just got out, Bubba. Give me a break. And I'm gonna just try and rest and wake up and new week, new me kind of thing, right? That's YOLO. So, anyway, thank you all so much, and I'll get back into the swing of things. See ya.